Failure to reset the trigger. Failure to reset. Failure. Trigger didn't reset. Daniel Defense M4 version 11, a lightweight AR in my hands, and what a bumpy ride for a Daniel Defense. For the second, I thought that this is going to be it. You know, I almost heard in the background the bagpipes. Those who are along with the channel, they know that this is not a good sign when you hear the bagpipes. But let me start from the beginning. In the Clash of the Titans, when we are running that rifle against Moat Vapor, we have clocked over 1500 rounds on those both rifles, Daniel Defense and the Moat, and now I decided to split them so we can finish the test and run up to 5000 rounds on the Daniel Defense and on the Moat in a separate episodes. And that's basically, guys, logistics. That was too much to keep bringing both rifles at the same time. It was taking way too much time, so it's better to go that way. But in a Clash of the Titans, Daniel Defense encountered the problems when we dropped the rifle on the side. What happened was the rail shifted. It was a significant shift, a few degrees on the rail. It would throw up your zero if you would be running the backup irons for sure. So what happened was basically the screws get loose, and this is like a little bracket behind the barrel nut, and that bracket got loose, and of course the rail shifted. This time I put the Loctite, blue Loctite, on the screws and torqued them and went back to repeat the drop test. And I'm happy to report that after drop test I do not see any rail shift. So if you're using that rail, remember, guys, remove the screws, put the Loctite. There was zero Loctite on those screws when the rifle came from the factory. So you have to do this on your own. But as I said, we had some problems after dropping on the concrete, after doing magazine dumps, a lot of magazine dumps. And guys, I always monitor the temperature. Rifle is not crossing 500 degrees. It's not the idea to kill, to smoke those rifles. We wanna, you know, just test them. And so when we reach the temperature, when it's hot, we stop, pause, let the rifle cool off, and shoot again. So after some magazine dumps, you know, I let the rifle cool off, went back to another range and started doing the footage of, you know, basically a stock footage when I shoot rifle from the different positions. And immediately I have noticed that we have a problem with cycling. The trigger was not resetting. The new round was going into the chamber, but trigger was not resetting, and it was happening. First I thought maybe it's something wrong with the magazines. You always, you know, you don't want to blame rifle first. I cycled the GI magazines, Magpul magazines, different Magpul magazines. It didn't help. The problem was persisting. So I thought that this is it, game over for the Daniel Defense. But I took the rifle apart. I couldn't see anything wrong with it. The trigger spring was in place and it's placed correctly. Everything was looking good. I put it back and started shooting, and the rifle is cycling. And we did, again, we did more and more dumps, and the rifle went through the whole 1000 without any hiccups at this point. But because of that, because of this, I'll be watching it, and we'll be monitoring the situation, because what happened, I don't know, guys. It is a complete like X-Files why this happened. I have no idea. As I said, let me look again. I'll have a look at the spring on the trigger, but everything is looking fine, just like it was looking, you know, during the hiccups. So I have no idea what was happening and what caused those trigger reset failures. As I said, we'll be monitoring it, and we'll pay closer attention to it. But it was really significant. It was to the point like I was ready to throw the towel on the Daniel Defense and walk away and say, you know, screw this. So I put the rifle back together and it started cycling. So I don't know. All right, let me have a look inside the bolt carrier. Let me disassemble everything, And of course this part is not going to cooperate. The firing pin is not dropping down right now. Okay, the firing pin is out. The bolt tip is looking good. All is just dirty. I will try to wipe it off before taking pictures for you guys, but firing pin is looking good. Let me see the cam pin. How's that thing looking now? And we'll see. As we know, the cam pin is kind of important to work. I don't see, there are some wear off marks, but I don't see anything jumping out and screaming that something is wrong happening here. This is all looking good. Let me pull out the bolt, and there's all tons of gunk, dirt and everything. Again, let me wipe it clean so I have a better view. And how are we looking on the locking lugs? There's always a question about the locking lugs, but those locking lugs are looking good. I don't see anything wrong on it. The face of the bolt is looking good too, and the bolt is looking good, guys. Just tons of gunk, but that's normal. So right now we have a 2,500 rounds count on the rifle, and as you can see, it's all dirty. Okay. And the bolt carrier gas keys are very nicely stocked. They look great. The Daniel Defense did a good job, and inside I don't see anything really wrong with any of those parts. As I said, whatever was happening, that the fault was inside the lower receiver, and you can see on the slow motion footage how this was cycling. You can see that the new round was fed to the chamber, but the trigger was not working correctly. But that's it, guys. At this point I have nothing else to add. Daniel Defense, saved by the ring of the bell, almost died and then got jump started and got resurrected, and we'll keep an eye on it. Whatever happened, it is cold today. Okay, I don't know why would the temperature have the influence on the trigger performance. That spring is looking good to me. I thought that really we probably broke the spring or something, but no, the spring is looking good. So that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. Stay tuned to the series. This is going to be some bumpy ride from what I'm seeing. Let's see guys. Thanks for watching.